It's the Refined Reseller. Thank you for tuning in. I just bought 500 vintage model airplane kits. I mean, am I crazy or what? I need you to help me figure it out. That's right, 500 vintage model airplane kits. Am I going to soar like an eagle or am I going to go down in flames? Before I show you what I bought, first please take the time to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post future videos. So let's go. So a friend of mine is moving out of state. He gave me a call and told me that he had a bunch of model airplanes that he's had for years. He used to build them in the 1970s. Early 1980s, and he just wanted to get rid of all of them. So I went over to his house, I checked it out. He had probably 30 boxes full of these airplanes. I kind of took a brief estimate, and I'm saying I probably have about 500 of them. And to be straight up, I paid $400 for them. You know, I'm taking a chance. If you sell on eBay like I do, you sell a lot of different types of items, a lot of variety. And the truth is, you just cannot be an expert in everything. And I am definitely not an expert in vintage model planes. If you are, I'd like for you to take a look at this video, see what I bought, and maybe let me know in the comments below, you know, if I did well, if I'm going to lose money, if these models actually have value, and maybe how I should price them, if I should lock them up or sell them one at a time, or whatever I should do. If you're an expert, I would really appreciate your help. And by the way, if you'd like to purchase some of these models, my eBay store is definitely a maybe. You can type it in as one word or you can type it in as 3 separate words. Also, my eBay username is Roarman. So again, if you like these types of things and you want some vintage model airplanes, you can buy them from me. So check out my eBay store. So I'm down here in my garage. I'm going to turn on the light in just a second, the overhead light, and show you all of these items that I bought. But first, I'd like to show you 2 specifically that I found that sold on eBay for some really nice prices. One of them sold for between $75 and $100, and the other one from between $100 and $150. So there's a good chance I could sell just 2 items and maybe get as much as half of my money back on just those 2 items, and I still have 500 left to sell. So let me show you which ones those 2 are. The first one is this B36 pacemaker. Now, all of these models are 1/72nd scale. They're by different manufacturers. This one is by Monogram, and you know, it sold on eBay last week for $145, and I have it right here. Now, there are a few issues with these. Some of the boxes are not in the greatest condition, but I've looked through a bunch of them, and it seems that all of the parts and the decals and instructions are there. Now, here's another one. This is a B52 Stratofortress, and it recently sold on eBay for $95 to $125. So 2 items right here that I think I'm going to do well with. Here are some other ones. This is a Martin SP-FB Marlin, and this one sold for $45. Then I have this one right here. This is a Boeing B-17F Flying Fortress. It sold for $35. And then I have this Curtiss C-46. This one sold for $45 as well. So these are some of the larger ones that I have. What I'm going to do is just get my camera and just kind of pan over all of the other ones that I have. They're from different manufacturers, again, like Resale, Profile Series, MPC, just a bunch of different manufacturers. And I'm going to show you what I got. It's pretty amazing, really. Like I mentioned, I just estimated the amount. As you can see, here's about 15 stacks of them, and they're probably about 10 stacks in each one, but they're just all types of different model airplanes, mostly from the 1970s. And here is my pal Prince. He's just kind of chilling out here as I make this video. And again, it just goes on and on and on. I have it in my garage because I did not want to bring this in my house. I just really have no room to store them. I'm going to have to sort through all of these and figure out which ones might have value before I lock them all up. There's a good possibility maybe one of these or 2 or 3 or 4, how many, you know, who knows how many, might have some nice value. There may be some in here that are worth $50, $60. I just do not know because I am not an expert at model planes. But I mean, look at all of these. There's, I say 500. There actually may be more Again, I am not 100% sure, but let's open up a couple of boxes and take a look at some of these. Here's a Lockheed SR-71. It's a secret U.S. spy plane. It is Revell 172 scale, like I mentioned previously. It does have the stickers. There may be some issue with the stickers or the decals because, you know, over the years, the glue may have dried up. I'm not really 100% sure. But again, you have the instructions right here on how to assemble the plane. And then you have the pieces itself. And I'm not 100% sure, but, you know, I can tell this has never been probably taken out of the box. And, you know, I'm pretty sure all the pieces are here. Now, these are smaller models. This is, again, Revell. You have some by Matchbox, Profile Series, MPC, Heller, Italieri, or something like that. I'm really not sure. Most of these are made in Japan, by the way. Hasegawa. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take like, you know, 10 Hellers and put those in a lot and sell those. Then I'm going to put, you know, 10, let's just say Profile Series in a lot. I'll lot up 10 Matchbox planes. I don't know how much to ask for them. I'm thinking I could either do an auction and maybe start them at like $49 for 10 of them. That's $5 a piece. You know, again, I'm not really sure. I don't know what the value is. I'm going to really have to do my due diligence and do a lot of research and see what type of value they may have. It's a lot of work, but you know, you have to ask yourself when you sell on eBay like I do you enjoy it? Is it something you like doing? I definitely like making the money, and I do enjoy doing it because you never know what you're going to find, and you just never know, you know, if there's a jewel out there that you just come across and you do real well with. Hopefully, this is something that I'm going to do well with. As I'm looking through these, you can see that there are some duplicates. This is the MPC Profile Series, an Invader. I have one right here. I also have one right here. Then I have a Boeing B-17G, another B-17G, and yet another one. Hopefully these are worth some money. I mean, you know, if they're worth, let's say, $10 to $15, I just don't think I'm going to sell them individually. I'm going to sell them in lots. Here is a Hasegawa, I think that's how you pronounce it, also Minicraft. Now this is interesting. This is a 132 scale. Almost all of these are 172 scale, as you can see right here. This is a Japanese Navy carrier freighter. And again, there's just all kind of planes. They're in, you know, I don't know if I guess I can sell these in new condition because, you know, they've never been put together. Maybe new old stock is more like it. I don't know if these at one time had cellophane, you know, if they were wrapped in cellophane. I just really do not know. This one seems to be in really good shape. This is a Revell 172nd scale patrol bomber. And again, guys, it just goes on and on and on. I really I'm going to have quite a job in front of me to sell all of these. Who knows, it may take a year or two to get rid of all of them. But again, if you have knowledge of these items, if you would please take the time to message me or just write a little note in the, you know, below, I would really appreciate it because I'm kind of stumped. If you've watched some of my other videos, you know I like to claim to be a person who prefers to buy in bulk. So whenever I can buy in bulk, I do. This is a really huge bulk lot, hopefully 500 or so. Again, I'm really not sure. I'm just going to have to take my time, go through each one, and look at completed listings on eBay and see what they might be worth. But again, if you can buy in bulk and get something like this, like I did, when you basically break it all down, I have paid less than $1 for each of these. And I'm just going to have to see what happens. So that's what I have for you today. Hopefully with what's going on in the world, people are staying home and are looking for things to do. Maybe they'd like to build a vintage model airplane. I really hope that is the case. If you can help me figure out what to do with these and maybe how much they're worth, please make a comment in the section below. And if you learned something from watching this video and enjoyed it, please take the time to like it, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post future videos. This is the Refined Reseller saying, as always, do like me, buy low, sell high, good sourcing, good selling, and I'll see you next time.